Ladies and dudes, I got a surprise to show you. Surprise! I got another movie review to do. And it's one of the most underrated Tim Burton films of all time. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1987. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, finally I got another movie review to do. And I finally kept my promise for all of you that I will find a way to go back to do more movie reviews. And I finally found one at long last. And this is the very first Tim Burton film that started it all. And it's a very, very underrated Tim Burton film that I've ever seen my whole entire life. If I remember this correctly, I think this is the very first Tim Burton film I ever watched as a kid. Hard for me to say. So for my next movie review, and we're hanging on to movie review number 161, is Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, it's a very fun, crazy movie. And this is one of the films I did remember back when I was a kid. It was such a good movie to watch. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next movie review of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I guess I don't have much things to say about the main plot of the story. So for the main plot of the story it's a story about this crazy guy named Pee Wee Herman who is going on a crazy and nuttiest adventure of his life to find his lost bike. His bike got stolen for a very, very unknown reason, and he has to find a way to get it back. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story, and I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? To tell you the truth is, this is one of my most favorite films of all time. I mean, freaking love this movie. And it's a great nostalgia movie to watch. What else I could say? It's fun, it's crazy, and there's so many great highlight moments that ever happened in this film. Something that really did blow me away from start to finish. I will say it had a very good fast-paced storyline. The characters were enjoyable to watch. I really like the sceneries and highlight moments of the film. It had a very awesome score from Danny Elfman that made the nostalgia moment happen to this movie. And so many crazy moments that featured Pee Wee Herman. What else I could say? So, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I finally gonna say it. For my weakest points with the movie, it's 0. I have no weak points at all for Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Yay! No weak points at all. And finally, for the strongest points of the movie, is all the highlight moments that ever happened in this movie. I mean, this is one of the best memorable movies I have ever seen so far that has so many great highlight moments. I know everybody's most favorite scene in the whole entire movie is when Pee Wee's in the bar and he's doing the tequila dance with those cool looking shoes. I know that was a great highlight moment. I'm sure another great highlight moment is the chase scene where Pee Wee's going to get chased by the Warner Brothers guardians or cops or something. Well, you know which scene I'm talking about. But I will say my most favorite favorite highlight moment in the whole entire movie for me is truly in Pee-wee's crazy house. I mean, his house is really darn crazy. He has a lot of toys, some gadgets, and really cool looking props. And he has a dog house for his dog. Yeah, my most favorite part of the whole entire movie with Pee-wee's house is when he decided to make his breakfast with toys and props and gadgets. I mean, that was so darn creatable. It's very fun looking scene to watch. And also, Danny Elfman's score had fit so perfectly for that scene in the movie. So yeah, I will say that the strongest points in the whole entire movie is truly the highlight moments. The best scenes I have ever seen in this whole entire movie. And now let's go on to the characters. I will stick with one character in the whole entire movie, and that is Pee-wee Herman, played by Paul Rubin. Yeah, Paul Rubin decided to play the character that he decided to make up. I mean, this guy is such a fun and crazy character. I mean, he has a very good storyline, a great personality and attitude. He's just a fun and crazy guy, and he really, really loves his bike so very much. And this is his bike, and I'm very darn sorry. It's so darn funny looking, but that's the type of bike he wants to create, I guess. And yeah, I wish I could say something more about this film, but yeah, Pee-wee Herman is such a cool, crazy, beloved person, if you know what I mean. And yes, there was a sequel called Big Top Pee-wee. I did remember I did see it on TV once, but I haven't watched the rest of it. I just saw like parts of the beginning and middle of it. I really did not know there was a sequel of from Pee-wee. That's an interesting fun fact to know. And yeah, Danny Elfman did do the score for the sequel, surprisingly to say, and sadly Tim Burton did not come back and direct Pee-wee's sequel. That's a sad shame. So I guess I have nothing else to say, so here's my final thoughts of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Overall, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is such a fun, crazy movie to watch. And truly my most favorite epic masterpiece film I have ever seen in my whole entire life. It had a fun, crazy storyline. The characters were pretty darn likable. It has good highlight moments, and it has a really good score and good cinematography. It's just a fun looking film to watch. And I will say for this movie, I decided to give it a 10 out of 10. It deserves this masterpiece rating. And one of the best Tim Burton films I have ever watched in my whole entire life. Period. So anyway, that's my whole entire movie review of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite movie of all time that has so many highlight moments that came from, which one of the scenes that came from in the movie? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there or let me know. For me, I have too many movies that I fell in love with that has so many great highlight moments that featured in the scene in the movie. Let's see, I like something that came from Taken 2, like that epic car chase scene. I really love that car chase scene. And from Night Museum 2, The Battle of Mid-Sodium, I know there's a lot of highlight moments that I love in that film. I like the one with Abraham Lincoln and those cute little Einstein bubbleheads. Yeah, there's a lot of them to be found. So that's all I could say for now, and I'll be back very, very soon for more videos to come. So I'll see you guys later and sayonara.